forcing the Vancouver Canucks deep in their zone. You got all kinds of pressure, 200 feet from your own net, and just an elbow interference call. That's just a play you can't make. Doesn't have the puck, nowhere near it, and now the opportunity for really the Vancouver Canucks to get some life.
And you can bet it was discussed in the first intermission that the first 4 penalties went to Vancouver. You better be careful, boys.
You know it's coming back, and that's just one that you got a little leeway and you're able to play a little bit, but I don't think you will now.
So the best top power play in the league goes to work. 1 for 4 in this series. Henrik Sedin, Daniel Sedin, Ryan Kesler, with Samuelsson back in the lineup tonight on the left point and Christian Ehrhoff on the right. 51 power play goals from this first unit during the regular season. Henrik Sedin kicks it back. Ehrhoff shoots, scores! That didn't take long at all. Christian Ehrhoff with a blast from the point. 1-1 in Chicago.
Well, it took the Blackhawks 5 seconds. Here it takes 8 seconds for the Vancouver Canucks. And Jim, I was just about to say, this is a shot you almost don't want to take. You want to wait for some net presence. A good battle off the lost draw. And let's see, does he see it at all? And a little bit of a Marian Hossa out high is in position but doesn't do anything. The puck goes right through Hossa and no chance off of an absolute bullet. And there, yeah, a little kiss to the stick to tie this hockey game.
Brand new stick. He had to switch before the faceoff. And it's a good thing that he did. Had he not flexed that old stick and broken it before the faceoff, he'd have been out there with a stick that would disintegrate.
And Jim, you hate to criticize a guy who doesn't get a whole lot of ice time, but if you're John Scott, you just cannot make that kind of play in a playoff game.
So 1-1, new game, halfway through the second period. Chris Higgins helping out deep in his own zone. Kesler lost control of the puck. After it is Michael Frolik, and Kesler recovers, then gave it away. Stallberg holds the puck in. Alexander Edler, long pass at center. It would have been on the tape, but it skipped by Samuelsson. Kesler hustled in and beat out the icing call. Samuelsson's there. Duncan Keith, though, sweeps the puck away. Stallberg up the middle. Turnover. Higgins hit the post. A turnover by Stallberg, and Chris Higgins hit the post. Game starting to tilt in Vancouver's favor. Edler moves in with some room, throws the puck in front, they score! Daniel Sedin coming off the bench got to the front of the net. Alex Edler got him the puck, and Vancouver's got the lead.
Yeah, this is all about matchups, and it's a matchup where the Chicago Blackhawks can't get the puck out. They can't advance it past center. And remember that that's the side that Seabrook would be playing. Instead, Leddy's at the end of a shift. He blows the tire, and what a heads-up play by Alex Edler. Instead of panicking, he took it in deep. Daniel doing what he does best, gets inside Stallberg and stays with that puck. But that play is all about the mismatch. Leddy gets beat to the outside. Keith is in a position where he doesn't get a read. And
here's the video evidence of what we were talking about, how Ehrhoff flexed his stick and found it was no good.
With these composite sticks, you just feel something's not right. It was a little too flexy. Gets the new one from the bench, the one draw, and then that's why you get that reaction. Yeah, good thing he checked that, because that slapper probably would have ended up with a disintegrated stick and no goal.
54 seconds later, Daniel Sedin from Alex Edler, and Vancouver's got the lead for the first time in the game. In comes Jonathan Toews with his shot, and Roberto Luongo made the save. Ben Smith. Toews has gone to the front of the goal. Bieksa clears the puck. A chance for a 3-on-2 with Kane coming back. Henrik Sedin just shot the puck in, and Brent Seabrook cleared it back to center. Toews stood up by Hamhuis, so he turned over the puck. Kevin Bieksa. Dan Hamhuis, Chicago starts a change here. Henrik Sedin will tip the puck in, and he'll do the same. Hansen fresh off the bench. Marcus Kruger to Patrick Kane, and he just wants to get the puck out of his own zone to center. Smith trying to dump it in deep to get off the ice. Back come the Canucks on a Chicago change. Torres with the shoot-in. Hansen's after the puck against Brouwer. Raffi Torres just wiped out Brent Seabrook. There's going to be a penalty on the play. Both Both referees with their arms in the air. Seabrook is back up, but Torres is going off.
Rafi Torres had said he's not going to change his game. I mean, that's exactly the kind of hit that got him in trouble. And yeah, it's a reactionary play, but Seabrook's unsuspecting from the blind side, and that didn't look good live. We'll have to see what it'll look like in slow motion.
Oh, he had his head turned to accept the puck, and now they're talking about it at the timekeeper's bench, and I wonder if they'll throw the book at him.
That's one, again, a mistake you just can't make. This is playoff hockey. Your first game back, you just spent 4 games with suspension. And the crowd reacting to the fact that's only a 2.
Let's go back to 06.
I mean, he can make some impacts. In today's game, that's a suspension. At the time, it was a huge momentum swing. I was part of that coaching staff, changed the series. We all saw the Eberle one that he got suspended on. And I would say he's fairly fortunate, wouldn't you say, to get just 2 minutes there.
Boy, is he ever. Doesn't mean he's entirely off the hook, but in this game, he's only getting 2 minutes. And a lot of that has to do, I think, with Brent Seabrook getting back up. And Chicago's power play with a goal and 4 opportunities. Its first chance to work here in the second period.
Well, Jim, I was going to mention the fact that Chicago really hasn't been able to get any kind of momentum other than on the power play. Well, here's a great chance. It's not just the power play, but the kind of penalty.
Keith blocked by Ryan Kesler. Here's Kane with a one-timer, and he couldn't get a good one away. Edler was right there. Duncan Keith. Kane. Patrick Sharp's in the slot. Campbell comes in backdoor. Jonathan Toews to Sharp. He scores! Boy, the penalty, the payment for penalties has been swift tonight.
And Jim, there's certain kind of penalties that you can always kill off. When it's a good, solid, hard-fought penalty, typically the team digs down, you're able to get it. Now for the Chicago Blackhawks, it's the opposite. This is one that you really get your energy level up. You feel that you can turn the game around, and listen to this building. Absolutely dead quiet after Vancouver scored 2 quick goals. And right now they're talking to Seabrook to see whether he should be allowed on the ice. Here's the discussion, Jim, with the new rules.
Yeah.
Should he even be allowed to be out here? Should he not have taken 15 minutes and got back into the dressing room?
He went straight to the bench and did not go back into the dressing room.
If you look at his reaction after he was hit, he was definitely down, and I'm not saying out, but there's the gray area with that rule. And everybody said, well, what will happen in the playoffs when it happens? Well, I think we just saw the first example of it.
That is Sharp's first goal in 16 games, if you include the 7 he missed with injury. Hasn't scored in a while. And Sharp from Toews and Kane is something we haven't seen on the score sheet, and the Blackhawks badly needed. That combination of 3 that plays so much. 2-2 tie. There's Bieksa with a shot. Changed speeds and just went wide of the net. Daniel Sedin. There's Henrik. Samuelson's out front. Daniel. Back to the blue line and Hamhuis. Bieksa on the other side is open, takes the shot, blocked in front of the net by Hjalmarsson, and he kicked the puck up into the netting.
Well, here's Seabrook back in the action, and Jim, this to me is the real issue with this whole rule. I mean, when you watch a player get hit the way that he did, and that a blind side, he went down and he was motionless for a few seconds, got back up, went after him. So the question is, should he have to go off? He went right back to the bench, and obviously you're going to have a discussion. But there's where the GMs, I'm sure Mike Gillis sitting here goes, hey, he should be in the dressing room for 15 minutes, shouldn't he? Instead, he's back on.
But the problem is he wouldn't be saying that if it was Kevin Bieksa.
Absolutely. That's why I'm not sure the rule's right.
Samuelsson with a weak shot wide of the net as Vancouver's trying to push back here after the goal by Patrick Sharp on the power play. Christian Ehrhoff. An icing call against Chicago, and Vancouver swiftly changes and gets the Sedin line out for an attacking zone faceoff.
And I'm sure Mike Gillis will be a little concerned about what will happen in the aftermath for Rafi Torres as well, given that hit.
Henrik Sedin and Michael Frolik. Henrik got a lucky bounce, and Edler took a shot that went off the tip of the glove of Corey Crawford. Duncan Keith to Nick Leddy. And the Blackhawks are out to center. Bouncing puck. Frolik trying to race onto it. Gets control, takes the shot. And a blocker saved by Luongo. And Vancouver gets the puck back to center.
And they were able to get the change, Chicago was, to get Seabrook and Hjalmarsson back on the ice against the Sedins.
Marian Hossa left the puck behind. He gets bumped by Tanner Glass. Salo shoots the puck in. Seabrook's trying to shoot it right back out. Couldn't do it. Held in by Lapierre with Tanner Glass, Victor Oreskovic. And they'll just cycle the puck in the corner here. Oreskovic now a wraparound on the backhand. Lapierre was there, couldn't get a hold of the puck. Kept in by Sammy Salo of Vancouver. Good fourth line shift for Vancouver here. And they struggled all season to find a fourth line that they liked. And whether they've lucked upon it or it's good management, they've got one here in the playoffs. Lapierre with a hit on Hjalmarsson. Torres is back in action. Seabrook with a pass up the middle. Ben Smith got away from Mason Raymond. Can't get away from Dan Hanhus and Kevin Bieksa though.
Rafi Torres hit Seabrook hard again.
Seabrook's okay. He's going to the bench. Torres is still out there. Here's Patrick Shot to the blue line. Campbell to Campoli. Troy Brouwer. Kevin Bieksa for Vancouver to Jannik Hansen to an open wing. Torres goes after Campoli. He backs up here with the puck in his own zone. Troy Brouwer hits Campbell. He spins to get away from Jannik Hansen and get control of the puck. Good thing he's such a good skater. He'd have been in big trouble there. Campbell again on Hansen again. And he gets the puck to center where Dan Hanhus is standing up in the neutral zone and fetches the puck back and shoots it in. Ryan Campbell up the middle. Jake Dowell now. The drop pass to Brian Campbell. He takes his shot that bounces toward the front of the net. And the puck is deflected out to center.
And Seabrook's gone back into the dressing room now. He got hit hard by Rafi Torres yet again. We'll try to, I'm sure we won't get much of an update there, but we'll try to get as much information.
So time in the quiet room or the protocol room, maybe. Henrik Sedin knew Daniel was out there ahead of him. He couldn't get him the puck. Daniel ran into Keith and knocked him out of the play. Henrik Sedin, Daniel, great save by Crawford. And Duncan Keith comes back. He's mad because he thinks he was interfered with by Daniel to get those two open. Well, the pace has picked up. The animosity as well. Corey Crawford with a wonderful save to keep it at 2-2. Well, as we saw in that clip from 06 and we're seeing again tonight, Rafi Torres can have a big impact in a short period of time.
Jim lived by the sword, died by the sword, and he doesn't hesitate at all. This time a good shoulder-to-shoulder on Seabrook, and after getting the hit that he had before, Seabrook's pretty much had enough. Here's the discussion after that hit, and so Seabrook does go back, but I would argue that that probably should have happened after the first one.
But it's an unenforceable rule.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you've got Daniel and Henrik out against somebody other than Seabrook on that right side. That makes a big difference matchup-wise.
It's Campbell and Hjalmarsson, and the Canucks get a shot right off the draw, and Corey Crawford makes the save.
When you think of the ebb and flow of games, especially when you're on the road, right now for Vancouver, it's a do-over. You can start fresh once again and just keep grinding away. You don't need to take chances. Just say a good, solid road game continue.
Out comes Patrick Kane. Ben Smith trying to stay on side and did. And the puck is shot in. Christian Ehrhoff fanned as he tried to move the puck up the boards. Kane is there, so is Taves. Over comes Edler to help. But Daniel Sedin put himself in a position to support and get the puck. Henrik Sedin up the middle. The puck skipped away from Alex Burrows, and he'll go after Hjalmarsson. Hjalmarsson takes another hit. He's taken some of the hardest